NBA 2K rating recap for December 22nd, 2025. A little bit of a time crunch today, so not a ton of ratings changes for me to review. But Jalen Brunson was the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, averaged 31 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, led the Knicks to a 2-1 record, plus the NBA Cup championship, where he was the MVP. Second Player of the Week this month, award for him this month. He's also the only East player to win the award twice this year. Jaren Jackson Jr. is the Western Conference Player of the Week, which I took as kind of surprising. It seems like there were no other alternatives maybe this week. He averaged 27 points per game, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 1.7 steals, 2.7 blocks, 33 minutes per game. 2-1 record he took the Grizzlies to. It's only the second Player of the Week award of his career. I guess they couldn't give it to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander since OKC lost 2 games this week. It's worth noting why this is so surprising, why I'm throwing like such shade on it, is Jackson averaged only 10 points per game in his previous 5 games. So while he had a really good week, I'm not even necessarily sure if he's playing all that well, all things considered, which we'll get to in just a little bit. A little bit of injury news in the league. N'Faly Dante is done for the year with a torn ACL that was suffered in the G League. He is on a non-guaranteed contract, so I imagine that the Hawks will probably move on from him and find a replacement. They also signed Malik Williams on a 2-way. They lost Eli Nadia. Also in the G League, has suffered a season-ending shoulder injury. He's having shoulder surgery, so I imagine he was the one who got cut to make room for Malik Williams, who is a center. And then Cam Whitmore, it was just announced that he has deep vein thrombosis in his shoulder, so he's going to be out indefinitely. If I recall, it took Wemby something like 5 months, I think, to recover from DVT. So this could knock him out for the year, or at the very least until April. Obviously, the Wizards don't have a ton to play for, so the focus will be on Whitmore's long-term health. Hopefully, he is okay, and that this doesn't affect his career too much. He is under contract for another season, not a contract year for him, but this probably complicates any extension talks that he might have had during the offseason. Going over to Cleveland, let's start off with our games. The Cavs moved to 16-14 on the season, 139-132 over the Charlotte Hornets. Donovan Mitchell, 30 points, 10 of 18 from the field, 6 of 11 from 3. Darius Garland, 27 points, 10 assists, 9 of 15 from the field, 5 of 6 from 3. This is really the first game that both of these guys have played well together this year. Since Garland's nightmare 0-for-11 3-point game this year, he's gone 3 of 7, 3 of 7, 6 of 12, and then 5 of 6. He's 17 of 32, 53% over his last 4 games. So his overall rating will likely start trending back up if it seems like he's over his toe injury that thus far has limited him. His sample size for the season is due to injuries is still small enough that this performance took him from 32% to 35%. So games like this are making a difference in his overall season production. DeAndre Hunter had one of his better games, his best game since hitting the bench, 27 points, 9 of 13 from the field, 4 of 5 from 3. So he moved to a 6-man role in an effort to get him more comfortable. Looks like this was one of those things where the doctor ordered it. Yep. Jalen Tyson, he was actually scoreless in 20 minutes, 0 for 6. So Hunter stepped up, and he was valuable with a valuable contribution to take down the Hornets. Sam Merrill also made his return from injury, had missed the last 14 games with an injury to his shooting hand. Had 4 points, 5 assists, but was over 4 from 3 in 26 minutes. So maybe still feeling the lingering effects of that injury, but just wanted to get back on the court. Cavs overall were 24 of 44 from 3 in this game, 54%, and that's with Merrill going 0 for 4. So, they obviously didn't need him to shoot the ball well in this game against a Hornets team that, not always the greatest on defense. LaMelo Ball, we had the good LaMelo in this game. 23 points, 9 assists, 8 of 16 from the field, 6 of 10 from 3. Shooting efficiency, of course, has been a struggle for LaMelo this year. We also had the good Brandon Miller, 20 points on 8 of 13 from the field. Likewise, efficiency issues for him. Con Knibble added his standard 20 points on 5 of 9 from 3. And then Ryan Kalkbrenner was out for this one, so Mason Plumlee got the start in this one. Boston, they moved to 18-11 on the season with a 18-11 with a 103-95 win over the Pacers, staging a 20-point comeback. Jaylen Brown had 31. Derek White added 19. Jordan Walsh was out with illness, so Josh Minot got the start, but he only played 9 minutes. I think he's dealing with a back issue as he was questionable in the previous one. So Hugo Gonzalez had all he could eat in this game. He started the second half as well. 6 points, 11 rebounds, played 37 minutes in this one. The Pacers, on the other hand, they dropped to 6-23. Pascal Siakam, 25 points. Ryan Nembhard, 20. Ben Mathurin, 16 on 7 of 20 from the field, though. Ethan Thompson was back in the starting lineup, 13 points in 34 minutes. Nobody else in double figures for the Pacers, so they only scored 95 points, most of them from those 4 players alone. The Pelicans moved to 8-22 on the year, 5th straight win of the season, 119-113 over the Dallas Mavericks. Zion off the bench, 24 points, 9 rebounds, 10 of 14 from the field, 25 minutes. Book him for 6th man of the year, baby. Derek Queen, 19 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. Sadiq Bey, 19 points. I would love to get a chance to go down the ratings for the Pels. I'm still cycling through, just haven't had a lot of time this month. December's always, in general, a rough month for me. It's my busiest work month of the year, as it is the case for many Americans, of course, due to the holidays. But I'll be able to catch up more on the rating stuff in January. Dallas, on the other hand, AD had his best game statistically of the year, season highs of 35 points and 17 rebounds. Cooper Flagg, 16, 6, and 6. Klay Thompson, 20 points, 5 of 12 from 3 off the bench. He's pretty much the only guy who can hit a 3 on this team right now. Max Christie missed this one due to illness. Najee Marshall starting with... he had 15 points, and then Ryan Nembhard had one of his rougher offensive games. 4 points, 8 assists, but 5 turnovers, and was 2 for 13 from the field, over 4 from 3. So the Pelicans were certainly allowing him to shoot, I think, in this one. Denver, 21-7 on the season. They beat the Jazz 135-112, went on a 19-0 run to start the game against Utah. It's worth noting that the Knicks started out 23-0 versus the Jazz 2 weeks ago. So Jazz have been getting off to very slow starts in games. Jokic, triple-double, 14, 13, and 13. Obviously, they didn't need him to score very much. Jamal Murray, 27 points. Tim Hardaway Jr., 21 off the bench. Cam Johnson with 20. And then Peyton Watson made his return from a trunk injury. He had 20 points, returning to the starting lineup in this one as well. Lauri Markkanen made his return from a groin injury, had 27 points, 8 rebounds. Keontae George had 28 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. Yusuf Nurkic, 17, 14, and 6. Solid line overall, but not enough against a just better overall Nuggets team. OKC, they moved to 26-3 on the season, 119-103 over the Memphis Grizzlies. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 31, 10, and 8. Had his 100th consecutive 20-point game. Only Wilt Chamberlain has done that before. So Shai is like Thanos. He is just inevitable. He's going to get his no matter what. Doesn't matter who's playing either. Jalen Williams had 24 points. And then multiple players on this team had the night off, including all of the centers. Hartenstein, Chet Holmgren, Jalen Williams. They all got the night off against the center-starved Grizzlies. So Brandon Carlson got the start. He had 11 points and was 3 of 6 from 3 in 25 minutes. Literally, they can just play their two-way guys around Shai, and it does not matter if they're going to win by double digits. Memphis, they dropped to 13-16 on the year, and maybe why I was throwing shade on the player of the week earlier in this video. He had 11 points on 2 of 8 shooting. Another ho-hum game for him this season. Jacques Landale returned to the starting lineup rather than Santi Aldama. He had 11 points and 10 rebounds. Cedric Howard had 16. Cam Spencer, 14 points, 8 assists in the starting lineup. And KCP had one of his better shooting games of the year, 16 points, 5 of 6 from three-point range. Going over to Golden State, they go back up to 500, 15 and 15 on the year with a 120 to 97 blowout of the Orlando Magic. Steph Curry with 26, Jimmy Butler with 21, Moses Moody adding 20. Pajemski had 16 as well. Draymond Green, only 18 minutes for him. Got into it with Steve Kerr on the bench during a timeout and went back to the locker room. So we'll see if that has any lasting effects on the Golden State rotation. Worth noting that Jonathan Kuminga, who's been dealing with illness of late, was a DNP CD in this one, but I don't know if he was actually feeling well enough to play. Buddy Hield also played 3 minutes in this one after being a DNP CD in his last game, ending what would have been his 200th consecutive game played. So he's even with Draymond missing time, they still have guys who just can't seem to get into the rotation. And then for Orlando, they dropped to 16 and 13 on the season. Paolo Banchero, 21 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists, but shooting efficiency has been a problem for him all season. 7 of 19 from the field, 0 for 4 on threes. Desmond Bane had a solid game. He's been a little bit up and down with his efficiency, but he had 20 points in this one. Anthony Black, 19. He's established himself as more than just a defensive player this year. And then Jason Richardson has been playing more since Jalen Suggs went down. He had 11 points in 22 minutes off the bench in this one. Detroit, they moved to 23 and 6. Still the number one team in the Eastern Conference, 110 to 102 over the Trailblazers. Jalen Duren with a big double-double, 26 and 10. Asar Thompson, 18 and 12. Cade Cunningham struggled a little bit in this one, 14 points and 9 assists, but he did foul out in only 26 minutes of action against the Blazers, who Denny Abdi is going to do that. He's the starting point guard of this team. Certainly somebody who can match up size-wise with Cade. 18 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. He was 4 of 12 from the field, but took 15 free throws, 9 of 15 from the line overall. Could have used a little bit more efficiency from the line, though, to make this game just a little bit closer. Shaden Sharp, 25 points. Donovan Clingan double-doubled with 17 and 10. Sidi Sissoko also took what I imagine was his career high in free throws. He had 16 points, 10 of those coming at the free throw line. He was 10 of 13 from the free throw line overall. So Abdia and Sissoko put Cade in foul trouble for most of the evening with Detroit. And that's our 2K rating recap. I gotta run to work. I will see you guys later tomorrow. Have a happy holiday, and I don't believe there's any games on Christmas Eve, correct? Because they play on Christmas. I'm remembering that correctly in the schedule, right? Yeah, no games scheduled, so I will be at least able to catch up a little bit on some ratings and stuff. I'll probably focus on the Christmas Day teams. I won't get to watch any of those games live as I will be working that day, but maybe I can give you guys a little bit of a primer. I'll prepare for that on Christmas Eve. Thanks, guys, for sticking with me this year. We're almost through December. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Happy holidays.